Alright, today we're going to show you how to install a tune on a gas vehicle. So we have the gas GT tuner hooked up and it's ready to go. Go ahead and select menu, select install download. It's going to verify that you have the correct application selected, and we do. So we'll go ahead and hit yes. Bring up the disclaimer, make sure you read that whole thing. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Accept it. Make sure your vehicle's in good shape. This is an Optima red top, but we went ahead and hooked up a 10 amp battery charge anyway, so we don't have any issues. Go ahead and select more. Continue. Go ahead and follow the instructions on the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the key off. Once this, turn it back to run. One thing that's very important whenever you're installing a tune on a vehicle, make sure you follow the instructions on the screen. One thing that's really important as well, make sure you have the key in the position it wants. When it says turn it to run, that does not mean start the vehicle. Turn it as far forward as you can go without starting the engine. And once it's started, make sure you do not turn the key off or try and start the vehicle or run anything that's electronic on the vehicle during the download. That can cause the download to fail, which could leave your vehicle inoperable until it goes through a successful download. Okay, this is where it's going to have you select your power level. On the gas vehicles, it's what type of fuel you run. If you run regular octane, say 85 through 89, you can go ahead and select regular. If you run higher grade fuel, say like 91 or 93, go ahead and select premium. Each tune is optimized for that octane rating. Since this truck typically runs on 85 or 87, we're going to go ahead and select regular and hit enter. The shift points, the owner of this truck wants the shift points on performance. You can go ahead and select performance, stock, or custom. Custom will allow you to change your shift points to different RPMs. We're going to go with the performance preloaded ones. Hit enter to save it. Transmission firmness. Again, the owner wants us to select performance for this, so we're going to go ahead and select that. enter. If you want to adjust the speed limiter, the owner of this truck wants us to have the speed limiter set at 200 miles an hour, so we're going to go ahead and select that. It does not mean the truck will go 200 miles an hour, but it will not limit him until then. This particular vehicle has an AFM setting. It's the same thing as a MDS setting on a Dodge. It's where the engine shuts off 4 cylinders. He wants it to stay a V8 all the time, so we'll make sure that says disabled. Enter. He has a little bit different size tires on this truck, so we're going to go ahead and change those. And we measured them out and they were 31.56, so we're going to go ahead and change that to 31.5, which is the closest to 31.56 we have. It has the factory gear ratio in the differential, so we're going to go ahead and select no for that. It is normal to get different sounds coming from the fuel pump, different relays, have different lights on in the dash and different messages. That's completely normal. In order to download the tune, it has to disconnect from every module on the vehicle, so there will be some lights during this process. Congratulations, the download is done. And if you want to double check that the tune is installed, you can go into the menu, scroll down to show settings. Download status will be right here. It says downloads installed. If you want to check your tune settings, scroll down 2 pages and it'll show we have it on regular octane, transmission firmness, and shift points are both on performance. We set the speed limiter to 200 and the tire size that we inputted, and that the AFM is disabled. Now it's ready to go and enjoy with the new tune.